Is it any good? Is it strong? Is it sturdy? It's from Harbor Freight. Let's see. Today we're going to do a review, opening, boxing, a review of everything from the ease of how to put it together to how sturdy it is to how useful it is. Now this is a 100-pound capacity welding cart from Harbor Freight. I do use Harbor Freight. I do use it for things like clamps and things I'm going to be welding on. I know it's not always the best quality, but some things are, and some things are very useful. So we're going to give this a shot just to see how everything works out on it. And I'm I'm excited to get my welder and everything on it. Right now I have it on shelves. I got to run back in the corner, grab it, take it out, stick it on, or stick it where I'm going to weld. This way I just wheel everything out and I'm ready to go. And I'm planning in this during this time frame where the winter has kind of got me snowed in and cold in, to do some work here in my garage. So this hopefully will come in handy. Well, let's get started. Okay, the first thing is going to be, let's open it up. And it does say on the side, this end right here up. So that's how I'm going to start it. Now I purchased this during the summer months. I knew I would need it, but I've been busy with everything at camp, and right now I'm not because of the weather. So now is the perfect time to put this together. I started using an overhead view for some of this assembly. Let me know in the comments whether you like this view or not. I'm not sure. There's not really a piece by piece here. Looking at it real quick, looks like you put the wheels first and then assemble the base. This is the base, so that must be the starting point after the wheels are on. I will make sure you get a picture of this, of the instructions. It could be a little bit better step by step. It kind of looks like it's just kind of, you have a parts list and a diagram. We'll see. We'll follow the instructions piece by piece and see what it says. First thing we'll do is look at the parts. Here we have 2 wheels. We have a bunch of parts here. We have a chain here. That won't be until towards the end. We have 2 more caster wheels. We have a couple brackets. And it looks like all the nuts and bolts and various other hardware. Here we have a shelf. Here we have another shelf. And these look like the brackets, the strength brackets here. Number 1 is the wheel attachment. Obviously here is the shaft fits. Whoa! That wasn't very smart. I don't think I lost any. Put on here. I think I might get some sort of... Lots of washers and everything. And see how it fits this way. That's the way it's got to go. And the next step, it says the casters attachment. And go on like this. What I'm going to do is flip it over, Put it towards the outside where it's easier to see. And these are going like this. Bolts, lock washers, and nuts. All these bolts look like they're the same size. I don't see any that are longer. And it doesn't say really get any other size. It just has put lock washers on them. So they all look the same size, so it does not look like I have to worry about the sizing of them. Just have to make sure they have lock washers on. Well, I'm sure you get the idea of things. You just put all the bolts in, washers and lock washers and nuts on both casters. Now these are 10 millimeters. Let me look through the manual to see if it tells you any place that it is that you need 10 millimeters. I don't think I've seen a list of tools needed. You know how some of this stuff has you get a list of tools needed? I do not see that anywhere. But anymore, you might as well just figure it's metric and grab a metric set, because that's what I did. Just about everything is metric anymore. Well, let's torque them down with my socket and wrench. Well, we have a rolling cart anyhow. Connect the bottom, note the hole and support A to shelf 1, and repeat on the other side of the right support. Now, they have a left support and a right support, so there's differences. Now, it says note locations of holes. I'm looking at the hole locations on the diagram, and it looks like the multi-holes point out, which means this one would go here, and this one would go here. They bolt on the outside, by the look of the picture, to that. So that's what we're going to do here. It doesn't really show you a good picture whether it needs washers and a washer and a lock washer. But if you look on the inside, the parts list and diagram, it does show you that it needs a washer and a nut. Washer, nut, and lock washer. And the holes location are a little bit centered. It looks like that has a little bit of a tilt to it. I'm going to verify one more time, and I'll show you a picture of this too, what I'm looking at, so you can see it also, what I'm talking about. Now, it doesn't say anything about the height or whether you need to angle it back. As you see, it's a little bit loose. I don't know whether to leave it a little bit loose till I get the other parts on, which may be a good thing to do. I mean, I might put it up. I might put it just tight enough that holds it still, but yet I can move it if I want to. It has a little bit of lean on it. I don't know whether it's supposed to or what it's supposed to do. So we're not going to rip these down until we get the shelves. Once we get the shelves attached, then maybe we can really tighten her down. Okay, it says attach the middle shelf. Not sure which one's middle one, whether it's the bigger one or smaller one. And I would say by the picture, it looks like the bigger one is the middle shelf. And it connects to this right here, which is the back plate. And it goes in like this. This is where I had the first problem with the instructions. I'm looking at the illustration, and it looks like the middle shelf is longer than the upper shelf. That is not true. I would recommend you look at the lips on it. You see the top shelf has a curved lip, and the bottom shelf has a kind of a lip all the way around it. So please review this carefully. I messed it up and put them on wrong, and then I had to take them back off and start all over again. So that, and the parts are not marked anyway on the part itself. You've got to kind of guess and look at the illustration to figure out which part goes where. Once you assemble the middle shelf, then you've got to put the cable hooks and the ground hook and stuff on the sides. These are called hooks. It says place a hook over the holes of the outside of the top support and place the bolts through. Once the hooks were on, then I was to put on the top shelf. And as I put on the top shelf, I realized here is where I had messed up and put the shelves in the wrong positions when the back plate would not line up with the holes and I could not get it at the proper angle. I'll take them back apart. This one goes underneath this one. This is me disassembling what I'd already started once I got the middle and top shelf mixed up. Now it's time to reassemble. That looks a little better. But I'm thinking this should be a right angle right here on this one. That's kind of how I'm going to try to set it up. I want this one to be straight. These holes up here could be closer tolerance, and that way you wouldn't have struggle to get that square. I mean, that should have to be square for strength. I wouldn't think you want it at an angle. This is okay at an angle, but I don't think you want this back plate at an angle. And if you had closer tolerances here, it would make it easier to square that back up. There's just too much tolerances in these front bolts. So I'm going to tighten them up some and see what I can do with that. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. That's pretty sturdy now. If I tighten the rest of this stuff up, it should tighten it up. Okay, there is one thing I messed up. I got to fix real quick. Oh, I got to tighten up these hooks too yet. That one has a washer on it. Oh, they both have washers on them. Must have extra washers. Unless they're supposed to go on the inside too. Probably. They don't really show them, but I have two left, so I'm assuming that's what they're for. So I'm going to go ahead and put them there. Which means I got to bend that back the way it was, which is probably not the best thing to do with these, but it won't hurt it this time. Okay. Now the nice thing is I don't have to take the other one apart. You just take it out. Put the washer in it. Put it up in there. Put the other washer there. And there we go. Actually a pretty tight fit, I guess, which is good. Now the chains, they're not very heavy duty chains, but that's okay. Doesn't much matter. Well, continue to watch so you can see what I like and what I dislike about this unit. I want to make sure everything's tight and it looks good. Okay, now that I got everything on it and it's sturdy, doesn't look like it's going to fall, I'll go over what I liked and what I didn't like about this unit. First, we'll go over things I liked. It was, Not too bad to put together. What I didn't like is the instructions weren't the best. You had to go back to the parts diagram to make sure you were putting it together right. As you've seen, I made a stupid mistake. I mean, I did. I switched the shelves, and when I started putting it together, I noticed another thing I like about it is all the screws are the same size. It makes it real easy. You don't need many tools to put this together. You need maybe some needle nose to spread out those pins down below to hold the wheels on, and you need a 10mm socket and wrench. That's it. That's the only tools you needed besides what you needed to open the box. I think these holes down here on this brace could have been a little bit closer tolerances. It would have made it easier. I'm assuming I need a 90-degree angle back here to make it nice and strong. So as you've seen, I put my square there just to make sure I had it where I wanted. This fits good. It's not too loose, not too anything. I am looking forward to, I'm hoping to do some welding more, and I wanted to be able to put everything together instead of having it in shelves and fighting it to get it out and everything. And now I don't. I just roll it up and it's ready to go. I don't see any issues with it. Could it be a little bit heavier duty? Yes. Could the instructions been a little bit better? Yes. Could these holes down here been a little bit closer tolerances so you didn't have so much room for it to wobble? Yes, but then again, you got to remember this is Harbor Freight. They're not always designed for high quality. They're designed for affordability. Now, I will dig up the price what they are now. I bought this quite a while ago, and I just never put it together, so I really can't remember the price, but it was on sale. It was on sale. I needed one. I purchased it. I threw it back here in the garage. It's been back here way too long. I finally got to it. The weather allows me to do some work on the inside. So that's kind of what I was doing. Overall, I'm pleased. I think it will do me good. It will last quite a while. But if you like these type of videos, please comment and let me know. I would appreciate a like, a share, a subscribe. All those, they help my channel tremendously. And try to help an old man out. But I guess we'll get going and I can get working. So once again, this is the old man with the plan. We'll see you later.